Hey, hello, and welcome back. I am Debbie Peterson of Getting to Clarity, and this is another episode of the Getting to Clarity Show. This is the place where busy leaders, or those who aspire to be, come to get the tips, tools, and techniques that they need to create more success in their leadership with less sacrifice in their life. And today, crucial skill for leadership, listening. So we're talking about how to develop better listening skills to amplify your leadership. And there are a ton of skills that we need as leaders. And, many we need to master, or at least surround ourselves with the people who have these skills, being organized and detail-oriented, being strategic, and a great communicator, to name a few. But there's one skill that stands out above all the others and has the largest return on your investment. Listening. Yes, you heard me right, listening. And I know it sounds like a nice to have soft skill, but hear me out. Listening is critical in leadership because it's the foundation for building your strong relationships and trust with your team. And let's face it, if your team doesn't trust you, then they're not going to follow you. And if they're not following you, then you're not really leading, right? So, listening. How do you become a better listener? Well, it's not rocket science, really. We all know how to do it, but it does take some effort. So I want to leave you with a few simple tips to help you get started. First, put down the phone. Put the phone down, turn it off, turn your notifications off. If somebody comes to talk to you, flip it over, put it away. Seriously, because when you are talking to them, if you're looking at your phone or if a notification pops up and you get distracted by it, they'll know, right? I don't care if it's your boss or your colleague or your mom. If you're looking at the phone, they can tell. And it proves that you're not really listening because you're dividing your time. And trust me, they can tell, especially if it's your mom. 2, make eye contact. So this might seem obvious, but it's surprising how many people don't do it. When someone is talking to you, look them in the eye. And if you aren't comfortable looking people in the eye, you can look here between the eyebrows or even their cheekbones. They'll never know. This is a confidence booster. It portrays you as a confidence person, and it also shows that you're engaged and interested in what they're saying. Number 3, don't interrupt. I know it can be tempted, especially if they are a slow talker, to jump in and finish someone's sentence, right? I know I can do that sometimes, and especially if you think you know what they're going to say, but resist the urge at all costs, because interrupting someone is not only rude, it shows that you're not really listening. Number 4, ask questions. If you're not sure what someone means, or if you want more information, ask questions. Questions like, can you give me an example of that? Or what would that look like if we implemented it? Not only does this show that you're listening, but it also gives you more information, helps you to understand the other person's perspective better. Number 5, repeat back what you heard. This is a really great way to make sure that you're understanding what someone is saying. When you repeat back in your own words what you heard and ask if you got it right, it shows that you're listening, but it also is a great way that you clear up any miscommunications or misunderstandings. Now, I know what you're thinking, but I am a good listener already. The self-proclaimed good listeners, they nod their head and they say, at all the right places, and then they promptly forget everything that you said. They think they're great listeners, but in reality, they're about as useful as a chocolate teapot. Bum. And I want more than that for you. So if you want to be a great leader, start with being a great listener. It may not be the most glamorous skill, but it's the one that's going to serve you the most. And it's the one that's going to set you apart from the crowd, because believe me, not everybody can master this skill. So if you aspire to leadership, put this at the top of your list. But let's be clear, because hey, clarity is my world and my word. It's my book and everything else. Listening skills are not only important for emerging leaders, but they're also important and critical in any level of leadership, any leadership role. By active listening, you build strong relationships with your team. You really get to know them as people and at a deeper level. You can help gain their trust, better understand their perspective, all by listening twice as much as you talk, because you have one mouth, two ears. And after all, that's the ratio. So improving your listening skills doesn't require a lot of effort. Just a few small changes in your behavior can have a really huge impact. But here's the deal. It's your choice. You choose whether you go through these simple steps and are present with someone. And that's only a choice that you can make. So here's wishing you all the clarity that you deserve and becoming the best listener in the room. Take care and bye-bye for now.